entering Degenerate danger zone. Losses occur in real time.
And we're back with another exciting edition of Degenerate Danger Zone. As always, I'm Maniac, unfortunately joined by my guests, Degenerate Al and Ty Buffalo. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
Where's your mic?
Oh, Jesus, Al is empty-handed in more ways than one.
Rough start to this episode, but I'm here. And it was a huge week.
It was.
Why am I wearing this?
Why are you wearing a unicorn horn?
Good question.
Is it perhaps because you were up over 15 units on the week?
A 17-unit bomb.
Plus 17, the investors love it, the buyers love it, the producers love it. Who doesn't love it? It's like McDonald's.
I went back-to-back Homer week picks. And, you know, one week didn't pay off, the second week did.
Hey, sometimes Homer J. Simpson gets fired from the, nuclear plant. Sometimes he's jumping Springfield Gorge. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, parlay didn't come in last week. Died on opening night. Falcons shit the bed in the red zone, and the Titans pretty much got rained out, and whatever happens. But 2-1, up 1.11 that on the week, feeling good going into week 3.
Yeah, week 3. Hey, week 2 NFL, week 3 DDZ, and and college football obviously. So we're rocking and rolling. Little record recap here. Al, coming into the season, is 3-3, coming up at 1-0 last week, plus 17 units. What are you, plus 12 on the year now? So you're 12% of the way there, that grind to 100. Like we said, chicks dig profits, not percentages. Ty B, coming in and say, you started to right the ship last week. 2-1, up a unit and change. Now, what are you sitting at, 4-7 on the campaign?
4-7 on the campaign, but I'm just down over a little over 1 unit, down 1.43. Feeling all right. I'm getting it back this week.
4-7 on the campaign, but he's going for the champagne on the damn plane. I'm going in. I'm 3-6, so according to my math, that's 500. No, 333, obviously, down 5.8 units. Not what you want to see. To be honest, that's the kind of test, when you get it at school, you don't even show it to your parents. You sign it yourself and you just give it right back.
On to the next one.
And that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna tell our parents about this, and we're just gonna go on to the next week. All right. So with that said, you guys are starting to right the ship. So you guys had 500 weeks. Are you cautious going into this next week? Are you a little worried? Are you maybe picking against yourself because you don't want to fall into a hole? You don't want to be betting the same teams. You don't want to fall into a what is it, gambler's hole? What does our King Stucky call it?
I mean, I'm going to continue going on the path I'm going on. I mean, if I'm sticking with my teams, the Bulls are 1-1 against the spread. So I'm okay with that, and I'm going to go on a little Stucky angle here, and I'm going to fade in Arizona State, a team who has been at home the first couple weeks, undefeated against the spread. So I'm ready to fade him here in week 3 of the college football season.
Yeah, for me, I mean, there were a lot of picks I kind of liked this week, so it was tough to really pinpoint where I wanted to put those units. A lot of things I liked. One thing I really do like, though, Panthers and Falcons, that under 44.5. I'm just going to lay a unit on it because my big play this week is in the NFL. Okay. So I'm just going to put 1 down on that.
Okay, well, hey, you boys are chomping at the bit. I was going to do a little foreplay, a little appetizers. You guys want to get right into the main courses. You want to unleash these picks. Oh, that's what we're seeing. When you win, you want to get your plays in. All right, let's go. So start us off. Ty B, coming in at 4-7 on the year. Give us your weekend slate coming up.
Yeah, so like I said, that Panthers-Falcons under 44.5, just laying a unit.
1 unit.
But what I'm really looking for is the MAC to continue to fly the flag. This week at the press conference, I asked Lance and Cam Lewis, what do you think about the Fly the Flag campaign? They love it. The whole team's behind it. The whole conference is behind it. They said they'll play anyone, anytime, and they're trying to make a name for the MAC. So guess who's going to fly the flag this week? Can't be UB. Sadly, conference schedule starts. Ball State and Indiana. I'm taking 2 units on Ball State plus 14.5 and 2 units on the money line at plus 476.
The reason why I don't like that pick is because they were so competitive against Notre Dame.
They were. Oh, yeah, they were.
I think that's a little, like...
But Indiana is a lot worse than Notre Dame on paper.
But that's the point.
He's saying it's not a letdown, though. It's not a letdown if you never got up. It's if you never got up, and you can't get let down.
Exactly.
You're like 34-point dogs in Notre Dame. Now you're... I don't know.
No, Indiana hasn't put up big numbers against anyone yet. They've just been kind of middling along. I'm looking for Ball State to fly the flag with that extra incentive.
Okay.
And then my big play of the week, Chiefs +4 against the Steelers for 5 units. We're going to get that money, and Patrick Mahomes is going to continue to make me feel bad about trading out of that spot.
Oh, I mean,
Yep.
what does it look like? I mean, those are.
Can it get any more square?
Can it get any
Oh,
more
the
square
Chiefs
this
looked
week?
amazing last week. Come take these 3 points.
Yeah.
What was the square play last week? I think the Cincinnati plays. And
Or
guess which
Patriots
plays
-6.
Boom.
Yeah.
Both
Yes.
Cincinnati
Well,
money lines.
that's how football lures you in. They know the squares are out. We went, ooh, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. It's like, ooh, $1. You almost got it. You know.
Hey, you guys called me a square last week, and both those picks hit.
That's true. Hey, it's like the guy who wins in poker. Like, you can shit talk his hand, but if he's walking away with money at the end of the day, you can't bitch about it. All right, so Ty, that finishes up your slate, right?
For sure.
All right, Al, it's time to feast. How are you gonna follow up on a unicorn week?
So going into today, the Bulls were -half.
-half.
Ooh.
Yee.
Let's start over.
Ah.
Going into today, the UB Bulls were -5 against Eastern Michigan. After 2 hours, the Bulls are now -3.
And
So
this is
you-
midweek move. This isn't like pregame where some news came out.
This is a Wednesday night. We're chilling at Papi Grande's. We're chilling with UB Naked Guy. And now the Bulls are -3 at home. I'm looking at it this way. Public sees a big win by Eastern Michigan against Purdue the prior week.
Yep.
But UB had a big win against Temple. So it's kind of both teams coming
See,
off of emotional wins.
That public optic, though, Temple already lost to Villanova. They just don't think it's that big of a win. I think Temple's going to bounce back and have a good year. So it's going to end up being a good win, but exactly.
Listen, you know that Joe Q Public, despite loving the MAC, doesn't have as good a read on it as we do. It's exactly like Ty B said. UB beat Temple, but then the better is clicking Temple and seeing that they lost to Villanova the week before. So they're thinking they're absolute dog trash.
So
they're not giving them any credit.
So I'm going to go UB -3 for 4 units. My next... Is that funny?
It is funny.
For 4 units. My next play will be Arizona State, San Diego State. I am fading Arizona State.
You're off the train then for this
You're off
week.
the
You might
train.
be on the train full time, but for this week, you're off the train. Sorry, Herm.
Just because of Bobby
Remember,
Hurley.
it's
Just
on the
because of
train.
Bobby Hurley.
He could be in attendance,
I'm going 3
but
units.
it's a away game.
3 units on San Diego State +5. And then my final play, I'm fading Syracuse. I'm taking Florida State -3 for another 3 units.
Yeah,
Okay,
going
well
to
that
Canada.
was just silly, and let me tell you why. Dino Babers has got this program ready to roll. You saw it in the Clemson win last year. It's going to be a chance against a big national opponent. I don't care if Florida State was losing to Samford last week.
You should.
They're still getting rep. They're a -3 favorite. That's insulting. Cuse was a 10-point underdog preseason, by the way. So this has moved all the way to a -3.
Perfect.
Give me the orange +3. Or wait, no. FSU is +3?
FSU's -3.
Yeah, so I'm taking Cuse. I'm taking Cuse with the +3. Give me the points for 5 units. And then give me Topher because I am lacing Cuse money line 5 units to win 6.3. Anyways, I mean, my orange are going to get it done. So I'll be hitting that pick and checking it for it at 12 right about as soon as we're launching from My Cousin Vintage. Before we head to Papi Grande's, before we head to UB game, before we head back to Papi Grande's, we have a huge Saturday on deck.
We're going to be very busy. I'm going to be at the game. I'm going to be on the field before. Going to be up in the press box covering for UB. Hopefully we get that big win over the Eagles. That conference season's starting, so it's going to be huge.
6 o'clock, UB. We talked to Naked Guy tonight. He's saying the LaSalle lot before the game. Tie me up in the press box. Papi Grande's after, hopefully celebrating a 3-0 start for the UB Bulls in September.
And folks, always remember, chicks dig profits, not percentages. Don't take out a loan. Get in the Degenerate danger zone.